Are you ready?
A Shot of Wrestling, episode 136. And away we go.
Step up to the ring, we got MJP and Green Man. It's the reigning championship team. From Milan to Japan and everywhere in between. Get the up-to-date news on the wrestling scene. So take a shot, boy. Is that the message you got? We about to go live. Are you ready to rock? So take a shot, boy. Is that the message you got? From the bands to the fans, let me hear the crowd pop. So take a shot. Oh yeah, so take a shot. Oh, so take a shot. Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome, like I said, to episode 136 of A Shot of Wrestling. I am your host, at Michael J. Putty. I think for a record, third week in a row, Green Man's here. Green Man, I just can't get rid of you, huh?
Welcome to the rest of your life. You haven't gotten rid of me since college. We've been attached at the hip, and it's been a good over 10 years now, brother.
Now, honestly,
For real.
first of all, it's been like 16, but honestly, do you enjoy coming here each week to do the show for the last 3 weeks, or are you just coming for the fucking karaoke downstairs?
The karaoke
I
helps.
didn't think so. Well, there's a lot to get into. Let's start like we start every show. This is Wrestling Replay.
Oh, yeah. Getting used to it. You love it.
This week, I posted a picture of the kennel from hell on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Many people remember that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very infamous.
I almost kind of forgot, to be honest with you.
It's the worst thing ever in wrestling. CJ Barnett commented on our Instagram post, and I quote, "Still, the only match I remember from that pay-per-view in the past 19 years later." Well, CJ, here you go. Unforgiven, September 26, 1999, from Charlotte Coliseum in Charlotte, North Carolina, in front of 15,779. Val Venus defeated Steve Blackman with Steve Lombardi as special guest referee in 6 minutes, 29 seconds. D'Lo Brown defeated Mark Henry to win the European Championship with Tom Pritchard as special guest referee in 9 minutes, 11 seconds. My man Jeff Jarrett, with Miss Kitty, by the way, defeated Chyna via disqualification to retain the Intercontinental Championship with Harvey Whippleman as special guest referee in 11 minutes, 51 seconds. The Acolytes defeated the Dudley Boys in 7 minutes, 28 seconds. Ivory defeated Luda Vachon in a hardcore match to retain the Women's Championship with Harvey Whippleman as special guest referee in 3 minutes, 37 seconds. The New Age Outlaws defeated Edge and Christian to retain the Tag Team Championships in 11 minutes, 7 seconds. Al Snow defeated the Big Bossman in the Kennel from Hell match to retain the Hardcore Championship with Steve Lombardi as special guest referee in 11 minutes, 25 seconds. X-Pac defeated Chris Jericho via disqualification with Tom Pritchard as special guest referee in 12 minutes, 57 seconds. And in your main event, Triple H defeated The Big Show, British Bulldog, Kane, Mankind, and The Rock in a six-pack challenge for the vacated WWF Championship with Stone Cold Steve Austin as special guest referee in 20 minutes, 23 seconds. Now, Greenman shaking his head.
Why so many guest referees?
The event featured special guest referees because the WWE officials were on strike.
What?
Due to the continuous assaults on them by wrestlers. However, only one man, Jimmy Corderas, broke protocol, crossed the line. They refereed a couple matches to help them out. So that's all your special guest referees because...
That's awesome. That's a great story.
The referees were on strike.
It's a great story to be told. Shit happens sometimes.
But CJ Barnett, there's your rest of your card, by the way. Very unforgettable.
Listen, there's a lot of... We've heard of a lot of politics going on in professional wrestling. And obviously, enough was enough.
I'm tired of politics this year.
Enough is enough, and the referees needed to take a stand. And I like that. I love that story. Michael J. Putty.
That's me.
That was 1999.
September 26th. 19 years ago.
I vaguely remember 99, but there was a great movie that I remember. It's one of the few movies that I actually bought as a DVD later on when it came out on DVD. Double Jeopardy.
Ooh,
Double Jeopardy was the #1 movie back in September of 99.
That was a good movie.
That was a really good movie. Very suspenseful. And not for nothing, it's probably the only reason I know about Double Jeopardy, about like the law of it.
That makes sense.
And I think a lot of people learn about what Double Jeopardy really means because of that movie. So for those of you who do not know what Double Jeopardy is, watch the movie or listen to A Shot of Wrestling, because we will tell you that Double Jeopardy means that you can't be prosecuted for the same crime more than once. Very, very interesting.
And who says the movies can't teach you nothing?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But you're a big country guy, right?
Hell yeah, son.
So I should also let you know that the top song in 1999 in September was the Dixie Chicks.
Ooh.
Fly.
Oh,
Hey, look at that.
nice.
We're getting a little nice little factoids to your little segment.
That was
here.
one of the.
You're
I
welcome.
think one of their first singles,
Yeah.
big hits.
I like the Dixie Chicks. So, Michael J. Putty, we're already wrapped into the show right now. People are letting us know about their comments about wrestling and all other things on social media. If it's the first time that you're listening to this show, welcome. It's a little bit of a variety show. We try to give you a little wrestling, a little pop culture, a little bit about Raw, a little bit about the indie scenes, and a little bit about your and ours journey into the professional wrestling scene. So welcome to the show. Follow us on all our social medias. That's a Shot of Wrestling on Instagram and Facebook. Shot of Wrestling No A on Twitter, which Green Man rarely uses. So if you see anybody posting anything, it's only Michael J. Putty. Yet it's probably the biggest social media platform out there, but the Green Man just doesn't know how to work his way through that. It's okay.
Beyond the curtains, every time I post a show, Twitter is where the action's at.
Apparently it is.
Likes, retweets, comments, because Instagram is so damn fucking annoying to repost. I'm sorry.
And some
you gotta
people
copy the link. You gotta go to fucking close that app, go to another app, repost it, open the Instagram app. Twitter just one fucking press of the button.
And listen, there are many people, like a close personal friend of yours, not mine, yours, Darius Carter, who just hates pictures. He doesn't want to go scrolling through people's pictures. Like he's big on.
He's a busy man. What does he care what you ate for breakfast?
Why does he want to see it?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't.
Another social media platform that will be joining very soon, and we posted it about a week ago, is YouTube. YouTube has grown exponentially. Is that even a word?
No, but let it slide.
Yeah, thanks. It's growing, and A Shot of Wrestling is going to make it their home very soon with upcoming interviews of people that we have had and will have on future shows. So that's pretty cool. A lot of big things coming up.
Just going to be interviews?
Who knows?
Very non-invasive. Okay.
Yeah, you know what it is, but it's the way that we kind of have operated for the past 2 years. It's like, who knows? Who knows that we would gotten to episode 136? Not me. Who knew that we were going to be the official podcast of BCW? Which, stay tuned, because we have a lot to talk about when it comes to October 12th coming to BCW. Headlined by Jack Swagger, that big event in the Bronx. We'll be talking about that later on in the show. Who knew that we would have breakout interviews with people like Joey Janela? Upcoming interviews, Michael J. Putty. Our October is shaping up to be one of the biggest months for A Shot of Wrestling that we've ever had.
Care to elaborate?
Do you want to know?
I do know. But I'm sure the people listening is a boring conversation unless you want to let them in. Because when they're here, they're family.
Yeah, exactly, Michael J. Putty. And I'm glad you said that, because when you are here, you are family. And as a family, we're growing our networks together. We're growing our listenership. And I think the 4 people coming up in October, they're not signed, sealed, and delivered yet, but I could let you know right now that the Green Man is having conversations to bring on the show. You know, the great thing about wrestling and wrestling fans, it's like wrestling kind of becomes a thread in the fabric of your lives. In everything you do. Not just in like your home Monday and Tuesday nights watching Raw and SmackDown, or you go to an indie show on Friday and Saturday.
Don't forget about Lucha Underground and Impact.
Oh, yeah. Those two. Yeah. But it becomes literally a thread in the fabric of your lives. I remember back when we were in college days, we joined a fraternity, Tau Epsilon Phi. What's up, brothers? Teps for life. And we created our like fraternity evolution, like our TEP evolution. So with the 4 of us, we had a great time. Just like it was just like we were the clique, like everywhere we went together. We partied together. We got drank together. We partied with girls together. Like we set things off for the 4 of us. Like wherever we went, that was where the party was. That's what evolution is. That was what the clique was. That's what the 4 horsemen were. So I ask you, listeners, who are your real life evolution members? Like, who are the other 3 people in your life that you go ride or die to have a great time in this journey we call life, man? Any good stories to share from those times, brother?
Man, people hated us.
You're right.
They fucking hated us. Because you watch reality shows like I do. Think of it as an alliance. Not only were we partying all the time, spending all the time together outside.
Road trips together. Like, it was always like our car, right?
But
the Evolution car.
The Fraternal Order, as you guys know about it, there's a political aspect to it as well. So we were also a united front there as well. And, people wanted love hating us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's no different to the regular Evolution. I'm sure there's a lot of people backstage who are like, oh, these guys are coming back. Whose spot are they taking?
The best part of the whole thing was when people hated on us, made fun of us, mocked us, they wanted to be us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. The girls wanted to be with us. The guys wanted to be us because we ran that show for like a couple of years.
But anybody who also joined a fraternal organization or is considering it, or it's listening to a show, it's in your college days. It's a really great way to make friends, find people that you have things in common with, have a great time. It really, for me, Michael J. Putty made my college years. I don't know about you, but I don't think if I joined a fraternity, I would have had as much fun as I did.
Absolutely not.
Or met as many girls as I did.
I would not have nearly as much fun because we were stuck in class.
You had so many hot girlfriends, by the way. Whew. Michael J. Putty. We created something called Michael J's Type. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, Putty's Type, yeah.
Yeah, because the type of girls Michael J. Putty would just date were like off a center fold of the Playboy magazines, like there was hot, hotter, and hottest when it came to Michael J. Putty's Type. So anytime we saw like a hot girl down the street, I'd be like, oh, that's Michael J. Putty's Type. And I still use that to this day. I'd be like, oh, that's Putty's Type to my wife, which pretty much to me means, damn, she's fucking hot.
Yeah, they use that as an excuse to look at other girls.
Yes.
They got in trouble with their girlfriends. Like, oh, no, that's fucking Putty stuff. I'm looking out for Putty. Like,
yeah. Putty's a, fucking Playboy over there. Yeah. That worked. That worked very well for a long time, by the way, my friend.
Still fucking does. That's Jonathan. How's your week been?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Long though. I just wrapped up a 7-day work week.
It sucks.
So I am beyond thrilled to be here with you, Michael J. Putty, in the studio, grabbing some shots of wrestling with you. Not drinking Jack Daniels tonight, though. What are we drinking? What's this little tasty beverage we have here?
I believe you're drinking Jim Beam Apple.
It's good. Apple season's upon us.
Right.
The harvest is here.
Fall's upon us. Yeah.
It was brutally cold this week.
That's an exaggeration.
It is a very big exaggeration. But compared to where we were a week ago, the rain and the coldness that we've had this past week has been crazy in New York City.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. How was your week?
Fall is here, which means it's time for fucking TV to be back.
Oh, boy.
Fall's upon us, which means it was the end of Big Brother, which is sad to see. But great season, one of the best seasons in a long time. Can't wait for it to come back. In February was Celebrity Big Brother, by the way.
Isn't like some of the Big Brothers like wrestlers now? Like one or two of them?
A couple of them are wrestlers now, yeah.
Really?
Jesse, you got the fucking the dragon guy, the Luchasaurus.
Really?
Anyway,
maybe we should get him on the show. Michael J. Putty.
I tried.
You have?
I've never been more hyped for a TV show than Manifest. Have you checked out Manifest at all? Have you been taking my advice?
Brother, I gotta be honest. Ever since you say, of course not, but dude, ever since I had a kid, for the past 2 years, it's been about my wife, my kid, and a shot of wrestling. And
2 words: Baby Shark. People compare it to Lost, which I'm a huge Lost fan.
Love Lost. Thanks to you, I watched the whole season.
Right. You're welcome. Now I'm like, people are like, it's Lost. I mean, just because it's about an airplane doesn't make it about Lost. But man, they are correct. The mysterious factor, the creepy factor, what's going on, more questions than answers. Watch Manifest Mondays at 10 o'clock. Tape Raw Sox. NCS is back. NCS Nolans is back. South Park, Modern Family. I can go on and on. Found out the Curse of Oak Island's coming back. Mark your calendars. November 13th. To top all this off, Green Man. Oh, my God. My DVR is on fire. But now I got to fucking watch Survivor because Johnny Mundo, John Morrison, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Blaze was on Survivor this week.
Johnny Shot of Wrestling.
Oh, yeah, get that happening.
Johnny SLW is coming soon, man.
Stay tuned for the next couple of weeks while I unload on my TV because Green Man's too busy being an adult working.
Someone's got to pay the bills, right?
Someone's got to buy our shirts, right? Yeah.
By the way, if you, speaking of shirts, hot new Shot of Wrestling merchandise coming on its way, but we still have limited quantities of the original SOW logo shirt left in just a few sizes. I think like extra large and like maybe 2XL is left in that. We have 1 or 2 tanks left. All of the koozies are all gone. So if you got a koozie, thank you for supporting us. Drink beer.
Or you can buy mine for $50.
And have fun, you know. All the backpacks are gone. I love those backpacks. I love seeing them out there. If you have a backpack, you've got one at one of the shows. It's awesome. Thank you. Send us a picture of it. We'd love to see you guys wearing the merch and supporting the pod, man. Thank you. Without you, we're nothing.
That's all I got. You're getting some news?
Yeah.
It's in the news with Michael J. Putty and the Green Man.
Getting some news, serious news.
Yeah, let's go.
On Raw, Liv Morgan got knocked unconscious and suffered a concussion when Brie Bella began executing what I call the it kicks, with one or two of them missing and connecting her right in the face. Afterwards, she slumped down unconscious. Brie Bella knew something was wrong, went for the cover. She barely kicked out. WWE issued a following statement saying, and I quote, Liv Morgan had a concussion. It's going through their concussion protocol due to their wellness program. Now, Brie Bella's receiving a lot of heat, though, for this.
Is she?
Also a lot of support.
I'm very interested about the heat because the wrestling internet community is throwing a lot of heat towards Brie Bella of all the botches. Because this is not like the first time this happened.
Everyone in the industry is supporting her.
In the industry.
Yeah. She was a statement saying, and I quote, every match on Raw is an opportunity for us to entertain our fans. Our intentions as WWE superstars is to win the match, never injure our opponents. Thinking about Liv Morgan tonight. There's currently no timetable on her return. But, no doubt she's going to definitely take test upon test upon test because they don't fuck around with concussions.
Right.
But did you notice? You knew something was wrong. I fast-forwarded that match right away.
Oh, did you?
So I went back and watched it when I found out about it.
So this is what's really interesting because so we're in a different world for watching WWE programming at this point. We had the network out with DVR. I think a large population of the fans are always recording it now. You're someone who records it. Do you watch it the first night?
Yeah, I watch it Mondays. I watch it delayed.
But you fast forward through the things you don't want to see.
Yeah.
So it pretty much becomes the Michael J. Putty experience of Monday Night Raw. The highlights for Michael J. Putty.
I can start at 9:30, catch up by 10 sometimes.
I'm a little bit of the opposite because I'm not it doesn't become the Green Man Monday Night Raw when I watch it, but I don't watch it on Mondays. I watch it on my next day off. So if I record SmackDown and Raw and I have Friday off, I'll binge watch and watch Raw and SmackDown back to back. I'll fast forward through all the commercials, but I watch it from beginning to end. The other thing I would do when I don't have the time to actually watch it, which is what I did this week, is if something happened that is buzzing around in the internet community, I go back and I analyze it. So I look at it and I invest more into it. So for example, everybody was talking about the Brie Bella botch. So I went back and I watched, where that match came from. It was the third or fourth match on the card that night. So it was a little before halfway. So I found that to be interesting. It essentially was what I would consider a throwaway match. Just the way where it was booked in the card. It was the piss break if we were actually at the show. And I didn't see too much hype around that match. And the only reason it's getting attention now, it's because it was botched.
Can you call it a botch? It's like an accident.
An accident and a botch. Things that weren't supposed to happen.
People hating on Brie Bella. Bully Ray hurt The Undertaker a couple years ago. A while ago. He hit him in the back with a steel chair. Hit him in his head. Undertaker got 9 staples in the back of his head. Mm-hmm. So he knew he's going to get fired. He's getting in trouble. He told a story on a podcast somewhere how he was so nervous, but Undertaker just sat him down, calmly as an adult, told him what happened, how what not to do. He learned something from it. Undertaker taught him something from that experience. Mm-hmm. And he was like, this wasn't a botch. This wasn't Brie Bella being stiff. It was Brie Bella showing her ring rust.
Yeah.
And Liv Morgan showing her inexperience.
Really? Okay, so you're telling me that an experienced wrestler who is not rusty at this point and is taking those kicks and then sees that,
don't tell me this is Bully Ray, by the way.
No, but I want to get your perspective also because the inexperienced wrestler, let's say Liv is the experienced wrestler, not the inexperienced wrestler at this point.
Okay.
Are you able to now calculate the fact that you're working with someone who has the ring rust and you're like, ooh, this person is not hitting me with the correct kicks at the right direction at the right time. Our timing is wrong. Let me adjust it. Does the experienced wrestler able to adjust in the moment when they recognize that the timing is off, that maybe they're working with someone who's not as clean?
Yes. Brie Bella should have timed her kick properly.
Yeah, but it all falls on Brie Bella. I don't think there's any fault on Liv. I don't think the notion of Liv being inexperienced should even be a topic of conversation.
Green's getting fired up here. See that? I personally don't believe there's any fault to be blamed here.
You know what?
It was an accident.
You know, Mike. You know, we always say, let's throw it to the fans. Let's hear what you guys have to say about it. Message us, inbox us at A Shot of Wrestling. I want to hear, because I know a lot of professional wrestlers, friends to the show, listen to us. I want to hear from you guys. We want to know, are you able to adjust your performance in the moment? Are you able to instantly change that perspective and say, oh, okay, I'm working with someone different. I'm working with someone different, so I need to adjust myself. Like, could you adjust yourself in the moment?
I was like, anybody's fault. It was an accident. So don't hate on Brie Bella. It was an accident. Leave her alone.
But kudos to Brie Bella, who, for the fan watching, like, you didn't know anything was wrong till afterwards.
What I don't understand was how they cut the camera angle off so the doctors can treat Liv Morgan. Mm-hmm. They came back from commercial. Michael Cole said,
"Oh yeah,
Liv Morgan was taken back
so stupid
to the locker room,
so stupid,
to the trainer area because I think it was Corey Graves who called out that she got knocked in the face. Mm-hmm. Yet there she was on the floor, about to Chris Amon treating her. We saw it on camera, it's plain as day.
So tough.
But, give credit to Michael Cole. He still stole it. She's in the back. She's not at ringside. She's in the back. But then when the match ended, you see Nikki Bella brought out of the ring to check
seeing
her out.
Seeing is believing, but sometimes believing and seeing. And if I make you believe that she's in the back, even if you see her by ringside, she's in the back.
I mean, Michael Cole should be right. She should have been taken to the back. Why she's fucking laying there at ringside? You had a commercial break.
And not for nothing,
Wheeler fucking out there.
Michael Cole did a great job selling that story. You know that she was. His job. She was sent to the back. Like, that was a great story that he was selling.
The cameramen are not listening to commentary.
Right.
That's the director's fault. The cameramen are listening to the director.
Right.
Not
and whoever's calling the shots in the control room, who lets you see the fact that Liv Morgan...
They see all the camera shots on the screen. They cut to this camera, camera 2.
You're right.
Camera 4, camera 3.
Yeah.
Should not have cut the camera fucking 2 right there.
Yeah.
But, hope she gets well. I mean, that's a shitty injury. So, good luck to her.
Yeah, word. In other news.
Please, once again, Green Man, indulge me for a second.
Okay.
My pleas have not gone unanswered. WWE announced that at SmackDown 1000, Evolution will reunite. You got Triple H, Randy Orton, Ric Flair, and your boy, Batista, will all be in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday, October 16th. This will not only be historic for the reunited Evolution. You ready for this?
Tell me.
This will be the first time in history Evolution will be on SmackDown.
Get the F out.
Evolution was on Raw during the brand split.
Really?
Evolution making their SmackDown debut.
Wow. That's big news, Michael J. Putty.
I've been fighting for a while. So thank you to you listening. Thank you to those of you who supported me. Tweeted Batista, tweeted WWE, because Batista wanted this as well. So now it's a reality. And fun fact, ready for this?
Go.
Evolution, my opinion, the greatest faction of all time.
I would say one of the greatest. I'm a DX guy. I like DX guys.
That's what I said, my opinion.
Okay.
49 world championship reigns between all four men.
Wow.
Can't say that about that DX.
You know what?
Can't say that about fucking the Shield.
You know what?
Fucking Four Horsemen.
And I think they're still going.
Yep.
There's still there's still opportunity. Randy Orton to win another championship?
Maybe one.
Put another. There you go.
One,
making it 50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Combined.
Can't wait. Fantastic.
In other news,
during a recent interview, AJ Styles revealed why he left TNA to go to Japan and finally WWE, because he was a TNA loyalist, one of the original members.
Yeah.
So why did he leave? He revealed that Impact cut his pay by 60%.
Ooh.
He said, and I quote, "I think that saying 60% is being generous, to be honest with you. I worked here for 11 years, worked hard for 11 years. I'm a family man. That's my job. My job is to take care of my family."
Yeah.
You're a family man now. You got to understand what he's going through.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
You got to go where the money's at.
It's weird, man. And I knew this was going to happen going into actually building my family. There's a lot more chances you're able to take when it's just you and your girl. I definitely get that whole, like, you got to provide for your family. And if the job you're working in right now isn't, paying the bills for your family at home, then you have to be a man and you have to be like, pack up your shit and go somewhere where they're going to be able to pay you for that. you know? And if that means on the other side of the world, hey, you're going to be making those sacrifices for your family. You got to do what you got to do. Respect.
Anyway.
In other news.
So, rumor going around, you might see Hulk Hogan at the Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia.
What?
In fact, the Saudi Arabians, whoever they may be, offered Hulk Hogan and the WWE big money, like huge, for him to appear at the Greatest Royal Rumble, which obviously didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But now Hulk Hogan's reinstated. Since Saudi Arabia, they don't care about racism or sexism, you're going to have Hulk Hogan return. This is the place you're having him return. He's not going to get booed. The politically correct people aren't going to attack the WWE or Hulk Hogan for being back.
Mm-hmm.
If he's going to ever return, this is the place to return. Do you want to see Hulk Hogan back in any form?
I think I've mentioned it before. Hulk Hogan is such a mute point for me at this point. Like, I don't care. I don't care if Hulk Hogan comes back. I don't care if he doesn't come back. And that should be enough for the E to like just be like, hey, do the fans care? If they don't, then what's the point of bringing him back? In other news?
We are 1 week away from the release of WWE 2K19.
Woo!
I've followed it very closely.
Game looks good.
There are a lot of updates going on. I was going to break them down, but I'm not going to bore you with all the updates because Greenman doesn't care. The Hell in a Cell has been revitalized. Looking forward to that. Your commentary team will be Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Brian Saxton.
Green Man? Oh, no.
The total number of competitors on the screen go from 6 to 8. So the processing speed, the game quality, the graphics have been updated immensely. But there's a fact that I read that is mind-boggling.
Oh, gosh, what?
4 years ago, WWE 2K15 had a total of 10 playable female characters.
Uh-huh.
WWE 2K19, 42.
Wow. Good job.
Congratulations to all those 42 women because
that's amazing.
The women's
good stuff.
Evolution is now digital.
Well, you know, one day you'll be playing 2K24 and you'll be able to say that one of those playable characters of those female wrestlers, it's one very good friend to the show, Miss Allie Rex, who just recently won the FTW Women's Championship. Congratulations, Allie. Just want to give that shout out.
Congratulations.
In other news.
After 15 years in the wrestling business, Marty the Moth Martinez finally claims his first championship.
Good for him.
He talked about it in a recent interview. The match took place in March. Didn't air to September. Imagine holding on to that for, 6 months? He talked about he watched it with a couple of friends. They wanted to watch it out. It was just like a dream come true for him to see him win a championship after 15 years. But going on from that, he talked about the possibility of the 5th season of Lucha Underground, saying, and I quote, I heard rumors about taping would start maybe the end of the year, beginning of next year, but nothing's official. Lucha Underground has not been signed for a 5th season yet. I know you want to see 5th season.
Yes, I do want to see it. Yep.
You want to see 5th season with Marty the Moth Martinez as champion.
You know, Michael J. Putty, earlier, we got sidelined talking about other stuff, but one of the people that I am in contact with to bring on the show in October is Marty the Moth Martinez. That's a great question to ask him. You know, like, is he hyped for a 5th season? How is he looking forward to being champion for Lucha Underground when they return? In other news.
Well, let's go to the PMZ for a while. Get some juicy gossip.
Ooh.
Alberto Del Rio. I can't do it. Alberto Del Rio.
Alberto Del Rio.
Show off. Posted a picture on his Instagram and Twitter with him out to dinner with some friends, including Sin Cara. He was sitting next to a beautiful woman. Beautiful woman on his arm.
Eve Torres.
Well, one person commented saying, she's way better looking than Paige.
Oh.
Yes, even the Paige Latina version of 2018.
Really?
Well, Del Rio actually commented on that, saying, and I quote, yes, and this one doesn't have more than 9 police reports against her, 3 arrests in different states, committed to 2 different mental hospitals, and she actually has real evidence, not just lies from her loser brother, all caps. Now, if you want to take shots at your ex-girlfriend, that's one thing, but don't take shots at her family, at her brother.
Ouch.
Yeah, it sounds like he got fucking stung big time, huh?
Michael J. Putty, have you ever taken shots at like an ex-lover or...
Not her family members.
Have you ever drunk texted like an ex-girlfriend?
Not negatively, but you know.
No?
Like, hey, you up?
Here's
a DP. You want?
You're a better man than Del Rio.
Yeah, which means he's the one who got hurt.
Oh, reading into it very well. Yeah.
Because if he ended things with Paige, why would he be shitting on Paige?
You're right.
Which means Paige ended things with him. We should get her back on the show.
We should. And yeah, if you haven't listened to the previous show, we've had Paige on the show before. In other news.
Kofi Kingston is now in the record books as the most successful tag team competitor in WWE history. He has passed Billy Gunn, who held the record with 953 days, which now bumps Mr. Fuji into third place with 932. So most of these wins, I'm assuming, from the New Day, because they had 400 days. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to Kofi. He deserves it.
Speaking of Billy Gunn is going to be coming to Outlaw Pro Wrestling on October the 13th.
You going to be there?
Yeah.
I won't.
Yeah, you're going to be at the Hall of Fame.
You told me you couldn't come because too much wrestling.
I'll do a lot of things for Outlaw Pro Wrestling. Wherever you need me, guys, I'm there.
You hang out with Billy Gunn, I'll hang out with Scarlett Bordeaux and Tessa Blanchard.
And then we'll share stories on the next pod.
So I got for news. Anything you want to add?
Michael J. Putty, I want to contribute to your news.
Oh, about fucking time.
The IndieWire is making a debut here tonight, and we do have some news to share on the independent wrestling scene. Unfortunately, it's not some great news. First of all, we'd like to report that Joey Janela suffered a knee injury at the last GCW event at Asbury Park.
I saw that video. It's gruesome.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely saw how he got hurt. He was fighting psychosis, jumped off the top rope, hit literally the cement floor, and his leg was
buckled the wrong way.
Oh, tough break for pretty much the hottest indie star out there today, literally. So our best and positive vibes go out to friends of his show, Joey Janela. Joey, rest well, get well soon, and I could strongly say that, and honestly say that you will be back stronger and better than ever. Tough year for a lot of people that, we're very invested in. Joey Janela, Mike Orlando is out and working on their comeback. So it's been a tough 2018. In other indie news, Danny DeMonto recently had his gallbladder removed. Now, he recently had a post...
That's not bad.
Huh?
That's not a bad thing.
It's not bad, but here's where the story gets,
here we go. Okay.
Gets bad. Because he posted on his Instagram and Facebook the story of the days when he found out about his gallbladder. And he said, and I quote, "On Friday morning, I rushed myself to the hospital with the worst stomach pains I've ever had. After a bunch of tests, the doctor wanted to admit me and take my gallbladder out ASAP. I told the doctor I understood the risk, but I had too much to do this weekend. I promised him I'd come back ASAP, and he's allowed me to leave after signing my life away. I knew I had to..."
Excuse me?
I know. Exactly. He said, and he continues to say, he knew that he had to be in Asbury Park this past Friday for GCW Presents Live Fast, Die Young, and then the following day at ICW Wrestling New York in Queens, where he had a match with Rich Swann. Now, this was a very important match for Danny, because he said he's been boys with Rich Swann for almost a decade now. But we've never wrestled one-on-one. He also just happens to be one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. Everyone told me not to do the match and just take the night off and get back to the hospital. I did the complete opposite. I went out there and did more than I have in a match in years. He goes to thank Rich Swann. He goes to thank everybody who supported him. But yeah, he talk about a tough SOB. Man, Danny, I love you, man, and that was probably the craziest thing that I think you've ever done, and it's fucking awesome, and I thank you for loving the business we all love with the passion you do, man. Mad respect.
Now, when you hear stories like that, it just puts into perspective when the original Sin Cara got injured, and he hurt his thumb.
Oh, yeah.
He had to call the referee and say, "I'm done."
Right.
And then you had people like Triple H who tore their quad, finished the match. With people like Danny DeMonto, who knew he had an injury, and 2 more matches?
And who literally was in the worst pain
in the middle
of his
match,
life.
Yeah.
Not 2 more matches. For those of you who don't know, Danny DeMonto is one of the owners of GCW. So he was
Rich Swann, yeah,
producing and running the show.
He didn't get hurt in the middle of the match. He knew he was hurt. That's insane. He's clearly insane. He's a mental.
And let me tell you, bro, when he says that he went out there and did the most that he's done in a match in years, it is absolutely true. If you see the highlights of his matches, insane the stuff that he was doing with Rich Swann. You would never expect that he was in any pain at all. He never showed it.
People say that adrenaline just takes over it, I guess.
I mean, at that point, I mean, as soon as you go through that curtain, you're just like balls to the wall, man.
Unless you're fucking original Sin Cara. That's all I got for news. Any more Indie Wire news? Any more indie news we should know about?
That's pretty much it. We got some indie shows coming up, which we'll tell you on later on in the show. So
that's some Cheers and Heels.
A Shot of Wrestling presents Cheers and Heels.
All right, let's get into some Cheers and Heels. Green Man, you said you're very busy. I know you missed all the shows. You missed mediocre week with the shows. You didn't really miss too much.
Oh, okay. Good week.
But however, Raw was a lot better than it has been in the last couple of weeks.
Oh, I love it. Raw's better.
Raw was actually kind of entertaining this week.
Raw's better.
Cheers' opening segment with the Shield in the ring. You had Dolph Ziggler, Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre come out and try to convince Dean Ambrose.
Genius. So smart.
What was going on in reality to turn his back on his brothers because they were treating him like shit. He was a third ring on that fucking totem pole. And they made some good points.
Absolutely.
So you saw that part.
It totally made sense, too.
Made sense.
When they were saying, listen, join us. We're tag team champions. Strowman's going to win Universal Championship. Intercontinental Champion is all yours. I mean, like...
What he has now, nothing.
Makes sense. Why wouldn't you?
Spoiler alert, I would have.
Really? You're the one who says you're the loyal guy, loyal to the T. You would never turn your back on your brothers.
You're not loyal to me at all, so it's fine.
Oh, I would sell you in a second. But you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Because it's you and the Boulevard Bullies. I don't not Once again, I got Cheers, the Connor Kier segment. Something W does better than anybody else. They always put themselves in a positive light, showcasing the cause itself and what they do for that cause. People still shit on WWE for no reason because why?
Did you think it went kind of long though?
Way too long.
Yeah.
For a 3-hour show, I think it was over 10 minutes.
It was a little long.
Way too long.
Yeah.
There's still time to donate, though, to Connor's Cure, ConnorTheCrusher.com, Connor with an OR, by the way. If you enjoy that segment like me, you have a good heart, you're a good person. But get used to it, because next month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So they do the same shit next month. So looking forward to that.
Next, Shot of Wrestling will be having their first annual titty drive. Well, we'll be asking for donations to save the titties.
And finally, the biggest cheers of the night. I'm a big Revival fan. The Revival going against Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. Very entertaining match. A match that not only impressed me, but it impressed Vince McMahon himself. So I'm hoping this means the future is bright for the Revival.
The future has been bright. Like, the fans have been behind the Revival since they debuted.
Yeah, they tease us. Like, to give them a match and then they disappear.
On Raw. Yeah, but it was due to injury. But I also think, I don't think the E has gotten behind the Revival like they should.
SmackDown started out with the Truth TV, taking over for Miz TV. Yeah, it was very entertaining. Our Truth has been gold on the mic.
He looks so much younger, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I saw our Truth. I'm like, dude, what is your secret? Like, you look younger than you did the last time I saw you. And then I'm like, dude, you're like old.
Yeah.
How are you looking young? You're like the Benjamin Button of the WWE.
Great analogy, yeah.
Jesus.
He took over Miz TV. However, he made it Truth TV. They brought out Daniel Bryan, which is a perfect fit.
Here's a truth fact. Carmella, way better as a redhead. What is it, red? Brunette?
Brunette.
Oh, so much better. I'm so into that.
They had random dance breaks in the middle of the show, which was awesome, mainly because of Carmella.
Which actually just reminds me, time for a Shot of Wrestling dance break. You're not dancing, Michael J. Buddy.
Great opening segment for SmackDown. Going to cheers my man English. SmackDown, I told you this last week, sort of, not more in detail, but SmackDown has better rivalries, better storylines.
Yeah.
But SmackDown has been very good at building personal rivalries for the last couple months. And this is just another one. Like, what happened in Milwaukee? So that's the question mark. That's the cliffhanger. What happened in Milwaukee? It's some sort of scandal.
You know what I love about that? That it's so simple. I love it when storylines are just very simple and they don't just go out there to give you everything. It's like, make us think for a little bit. Wrestling fans are smart.
You got a week because it's going to be real next week.
Yeah, but I'm like, give us some time to let our imaginations run wild. Give us time to invest in it, Don't just like go out and just be like, hey, so last time at Milwaukee, Lana and Rusev got drunk and had a three-way with Aiden English. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Surprisingly, talking about people's imaginations, the rumor going around is there is a sex tape between Lana and The Rock. Which brings The Rock back in for Survivor Series, which brings The Rock back in for Royal Rumble to win the title, brings The Rock in to defend the title at WrestleMania.
Wait, The Rock and Lana
have a sex tape together.
Okay. But then
where is it coming from? How do you people think of this?
But then does The Rock then have a program with Rusev?
Avi.
Yeah, but Rusev doesn't have the title.
Yeah, one-off appearance.
Okay. But that gives him a reason to be back. That's like his foot in the door, or
I never would have thought of that.
Or should I say his in the door?
Strudel? Or Cheel. Cheel, the end of SmackDown, with the end of Samoa Joe being at AJ Styles' family house in Georgia. It was pretty cool, different, but AJ kept yelling at Samoa Joe, don't do it, stop, what are you doing, get out of there. Samoa Joe was ignoring him because he didn't hear him because it's fucking pre-taped. Way too obvious it was pre-taped. Took away from the whole thing, very distracting. AJ Styles should have shut his mouth at the first time. It was very annoying. By the way, side heel to my DVR for cutting off that segment right before it ended. How did it end? I don't know. I didn't fucking look up on YouTube. Thank you to YouTube. But another great addition to SmackDown. I read somewhere somebody reviewed SmackDown how they enjoyed the yin-yang aspect of SmackDown, how it opened up with very lighthearted comedic relief and ended very dark, very serious. Great observation, guy. Good point. Lucha Underground. Did you watch Lucha Underground on YouTube?
Not yet.
I don't know too much for Lucha Underground. Lucha Underground was like, you can't have a great episode of Lucha Underground followed by a great episode. It's kind of like a filler, kind of a calmer, kind of a downer. But there was a fatal four-way match to determine the number one contender for the championship between Dragon Azteca Jr., Mil Muertes, that other guy, and Billy Gunn Dark. Good, fun match. But the end, the Mac came out out of nowhere.
I haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't seen him since the Halloween cage match against Mil Muertes, which you lost. But I came back, attacked Mil Muertes, and challenged him to a match at Ultima Lucha Cuatro. But he ended it by saying, rest in peace, motherfucker.
Ooh, please?
Unedited.
What?
Again, how does Lucha Underground get away with cursing, explicit cursing, at the 8 o'clock hour?
They just don't care.
Yeah.
They just don't care.
Gotta be rules somewhere.
There's no rules.
Impact, going to cheer the return of Taya Valkyrie. She appeared on the big screen after Tessa Blanchard defeated her opponent. She opened up the video, but talking Spanish. Kind of a turn on.
Muy caliente.
Muy caliente.
Congratulations, Johnny Shadow Wrestling.
She challenged Tessa Blanchard to a match at Bound for Glory. We're going to be there in person, apparently. She's not giving me my ticket yet. I'm still curious where we're sitting. But that match pays for itself.
Absolutely.
I'm going to cheers my man, Eli Drake. Eli Drake. Walking around Mexico City, talking to the locals, talking to the shop vendors, asking them if they're going to come to Impact next week because he challenged the local luchadors. But the whole segment was a minute and a half. The entire time he kept going, Tanto, si. Man, Eli Drake is great. Yeah.
That's great.
Huge distraction on Impact because Impact has a relationship with an upcoming Canadian brand on Twitch, BCW. They kept talking about BCW.
I'm so confused.
It was the wrong BCW, by the way. There's only one BCW in our eyes. It is Brie Combination Wrestling, Brie with two eyes, which is now presenting their show.
On October the 12th, Michael J. Putty, yes, Brie Combination returns to St. Helena's Gym in Bronx, New York for a stat card. Should I tell you what's going on with this card for BCW?
Quickly, yeah.
All right.
Wait, Brie Combination, right?
Brie Combination.
The number one BCW in the land.
That's right. BCW is bringing the All-American Jack Swagger to go one-on-one against their champion, our champion, Azrael. Now, Michael J. Putty, I know what you're thinking. Azrael has been on a hot streak ever since he won the BCW championship. He's been handing out opportunities to everybody. There is also a night filled with many debuts. We have Faye Jackson, the queen of BCW, going against the debuting Savannah Evans, the cannibal, is looking to take Faye Jackson to the limit. Now, this match, I know these two girls are Michael J. Putty's type. Friend to Michael J. Putty, Darius Carter, continues his pursuit to be given the opportunity to become BCW champion, and he's going to get it this time coming around on October the 12th when he faces Sugar Dunkerton. Now, whichever one of these guys wins will get an opportunity for the BCW championship on November.
Darius Carter win, because I never heard of this guy.
You never heard of Such D? This guy is, I'm sorry to steal the gimmick from AJ Styles. This guy is phenomenal. And the night at BCW gets lit when we see the debut of Matt Tremont. Now, we've interviewed him on the show before as we were going to Standalone Wrestling, and I wish we would have known about this debut because we would have talked about it a little bit more. But looking forward to seeing Matt Tremont join Joe Gacy, returning Joe Gacy, Rex Lawless, and Montana Black. All these four men are going to be in a monster match. I think this is the biggest monster match that BCW has ever put together. Insane. We also will have Logan Black going one-on-one with Billy Brash. But there's a lot more to come, a lot more things that have not even been announced yet. The Deadly Stain Squad is running Rampage over BCW. Looks like they have the Eldest Sane, which ends up being the owner of BCW. So you got to know that they'll be in action. So a lot much more. Follow BCW on all your social medias. We are the official podcast of Recombination Wrestling, so we'll keep you abreast of any new news coming up.
So back to Impact.
Oh, anyway, did I totally just take that away from you?
It was one of the Chris brothers going against Brian Cage. During the match, OVE, of course, interrupts 3-on-1. Lights go out. The Chris brother disappears. Okay?
Okay.
Lights come on. They're wondering where'd he go? Brian Cage is knocked out. The Lucha Brothers, Penta and Phoenix, appear on the big screen with that guy who just disappeared, tied up. They're hitting him with canes, with sticks, and then with a double super kick. It came off very heelish. Why are two babyfaces, the biggest babyfaces in the company, why are they doing this heelish acts to this guy? That's why I chilled it. It was a cool segment. Didn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Impact. On the road to Bound for Glory.
That's right.
It's some ratings. Raw Street drew at 2.470 million, which is down 8.8% from last week's 2.707, and is the lowest Raw viewership in history.
Wow. That sucks.
Raw was number 4 in the night, behind Hannity, Tucker Carlson, blah, 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 blah. Raw was number 2 in the night, in the 18 to 49 demographic behind.
Love and Hip Hop.
That's right. SmackDown drew at 2.193 million, which is down 3.9% from last week's 2.281 million. Once again, like I mentioned earlier, all the shows are back. So SmackDown's going to take a little hit because you get a busy night on TV on Tuesday nights. SmackDown was number 9 in viewership behind cable news. SmackDown, with all the returning TV shows, was the number 1 in the 18 to 49 demographic. So congratulations to SmackDown. Impact this week drew at 222,000, which is down 3% from last week's 229,000. Impact ranked 111 on the cable top 150, up from last week's 133. Again, for the third week in a row, Impact ratings went down, yet the rating went up. I don't know how that works. WWE stock is currently trading at $96, which gives the company a whopping $7 billion with a B market capitalization. So if you're like my brother, if you're like Jet the Intern, who have WWE stock, trades on you next time. Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. Go home thoughts while I was waiting for you to come to the studio. I posted on our Instagram. Ask Green Men anything.
Oh.
Without asking you permission first.
Yeah, that's...
We got a couple...
right.
Actually, surprisingly, I didn't think we got any questions. Honestly, I didn't think we got any... We got a couple questions.
Okay.
Taking the top 3. Who do you draw inspiration when you do commentary from?
Who do I draw inspiration from?
Yeah. Like Bobby Heenan, I guess.
Oh, gosh.
Jim Ross, Jerry Lawler. Like, there's a lot of people... Do you draw inspiration from anybody, really?
You know, that's a very interesting question I never thought about before. I've only done commentating for 3 full BCW shows. Thank you, BCW, for the opportunity. If I would have to say I draw inspiration from anyone, I would say Mauro Ranallo.
Really?
Yeah, I would say because the excitement.
Really?
Yeah, the excitement that he.
Wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, the excitement that he shows behind the commentating table. I don't know if you've noticed this, Michael J. Putty, but for some reason, me sitting down next to a commentating table just doesn't work for me. at all. And people try to get me to sit down next to him over and over throughout the show. But there's certain moments during the show that get me so excited and riled up that I'm standing on my seat. If I could stand on the table, I would, because I'm like, I want to see what's going on in the ring. I want to feel like even more involved in the action. It captivates me so much that I can't even bear to sit down.
So we know who your favorite wrestler of all time is, Bret Hart. Who is your favorite wrestler of all time to hate? Good question.
Very good question, Michael J. Putty. I love to hate Ravishing Rick Rude. Like,
really?
WWF old school Ravishing Rick Rude.
Okay.
The guy had everything, like the abs, the women that were flaunting over him, and he would pick up the mic and just cut those like heelish
fat,
promos.
Sweaty pig.
Right? Like, I'm the fat, sweaty pig who's out in the audience. Like, don't talk to me in that way, you piece of shit. He elicited that type of reaction for me, and I loved him for that. I love the in-ring ability. I love the pageantry of Ravishing Rick Rude. I love what he does and did.
Good answer.
Currently, who makes me hate him? Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Yeah.
That's my current date Ravishing Rick Rude.
If you watch Instagram Live
Jesus
during
Christ.
the whole Bulldog beatdown, you saw that very clearly.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I got for this week.
That was cool. That was
It's
fun.
funny.
Didn't
Get
expect
to a little
that.
more Grub Green Man. We're coming close, very close, to the next episode of Dial Up for Love with Eric Jayden. There is still time to submit your questions. Inbox at sharpwrestling.com or dial up 619-343-3005.
Michael J. Putty, everyone listening, if you have not heard one of the highest rated shows in a Shot of Wrestling history, that's right, the Dial It Up for Love segment has gotten so many listens, it probably could combine the first 10 episodes of a Shot of Wrestling together, and it will still outbeat any show that we've done. I mean, over hundreds of people have listened to it, and it's for a reason, because it's here.
Hundreds and hundreds.
And it's for a reason. Let me explain it to you, Michael J. Putty. It is three guys getting together. The sexy Zane, Eric Jayden. Now, this is a guy who's in the industry, who's seen it all, done it all, and probably still doing it all over again. With all the ladies, all right? You have Michael J. Putty, who is our resident single man here, living the life and the bachelor life of dating here with the internet, and all the modern way of dating and being out in bars and shit.
You want to change that? At Michael J. Putty on Instagram and Twitter.
But then you're going to change the perspective. And then you have the green man here, family man, has a wife, a Hispanic wife with that shit's not easy. It's work, but damn, I love her. And has a kid at home. So you get the three different perspectives from these guys, who are going to answer all your questions. No questions we're going to be holding back. And you'll get the perspective of these three individuals.
Do me a favor and don't ask Eric who his favorite opponent is. We get that every fucking episode. He's answered it in the first 2 episodes. Don't ask that question.
So for all of those listening, if you just want to get a little taste of what this whole Dial It Up for Love show is all about, Michael J. Putty, we're going to do something special tonight, because we're going to give you the best of the Dial It Up for Love Season 1, starting right now.
Love has you feeling blue. Dial it up. He's expecting you. And sex, life's greatest reward. Can't get some. He'll try and help you. Jayden soon we'll be turning your life around. Eric Jayden promises your love will soon be found. He's the definition of authority and sexiness. Alone, not you anymore. After his advice, you'll go out and score. Thanks, Jayden. Dial it up for love.
Hey, my name's Sam, and I'm from Hartford. I hate wrestling, and I hate your show, but I'm calling because my boyfriend is actually obsessed with it. Can you give him some love advice to remind him to pay more attention to me, please? Thanks. Bye.
Well, Sam, I think I figured out what the problem. Guys.
Yeah.
I think I figured what the problem is.
Please, because there's definitely a problem.
Yeah, there's definitely a problem here. Sam, the problem is that you are a prude, my girl. All right? That's what you are. All right? How can you say you hate wrestling when it's the biggest, best sport in the entire world? And how can you say you hate a Shot of Wrestling podcast, which is by far the best and most entertaining podcast out there? How can you say that? And then you come on and you leave this message, Sam, and you say your boyfriend's not paying attention to you. That's because he's in love with real, true sexiness, okay? Which is wrestling, which is the podcast, and which is Eric Jayden. That's right, men do love me. You know what? But if you want to change that, Sam, if I was you, okay, I would pick a Monday night, okay? About 8 o'clock, turn off all the lights, put the candles on, turn on the TV to Monday Night Raw, and I want you to wear nothing on you. Just stand there butt naked with a bowl of cherries, and on the other hand, I want you to have whipped cream, all right? Give the remote control to your man and service him as he watches wrestling.
That's right.
That's what I want you to do, Sam.
I don't know what her boyfriend's name is, but there's nothing wrong with you, man. There's nothing wrong with you. Your girlfriend's a prude.
Yes,
right?
Your girlfriend's a prude. She needs to get over it.
Yes.
Sam, guys can like wrestling and treat their woman right. Obviously, you're with a douchebag. So give me a call, 619-343-3005. Don't say you hate me. You never met me. Take you out to dinner. I'll explain wrestling. Maybe you'll understand it better because this guy's not doing his job right.
Oh, not at all. I mean, Sam, it also sounds like maybe you can maybe give Eric Jayden a call, because one night with me, baby, I'll change your whole entire world.
Show her some wrestling moves.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Hi, this is Bill. Heard that Eric Jayden is gonna be answering a couple phone calls, and I'm a big fan. I just wanted to, first from a question, say that. He motivated me to go out and speak to women, because if an ugly son of a bitch like him could get a girl to hold his hand, that I have a shot. Almost shot wrestling, funny. But my next question was that what are you supposed to do if you get really sweaty during the time you're having with the woman? Do you stop and just get a towel? Do you just just wipe it off on her shirt? This is just one of my problems that I'm having. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about it. I just want to say I'm a big fan of the show, and I really don't appreciate that the Asian guy keep coming back on. But, I just want to say thanks.
Sexy, you are changing lives here. You're motivating people to be sexy. I love it. I can't wait to hear your response, man.
I love it, too. But it's a twofold response. First of all, he needs to get the dick out of his mouth, because I can't understand.
I was wondering what that was, yeah.
Yeah, he needs to get the nuts out of his mouth, because I don't know what the fuck. Big man. So you want to be sexy, huh? Well, I tell you what, you obviously not sexy, because what kind of man has sex with a woman who wears a shirt? I mean, that was a little confused by that. Yeah, that was very weird. So there must be some butt ugly chick, or the chick basically she's a flat chested bitch, has no titties, or what the fuck? Or basically, she doesn't want to touch your nasty body.
Right.
Oh my God.
She needs
It
some
just makes me
protection,
sick.
like her skin. Her skin.
Yeah.
needs
Yeah,
protection.
like she needs something. I mean, maybe she needs to wear a full body condom or something. I mean, what the fuck? This guy, dude. First of all, do me a favor. One, like I said, take the dick out of your mouth. Okay. Two, go back to school. Go back to kindergarten. Get yourself an education. You country fuck. Okay, you shit kicking motherfucker. All right. Three, probably nobody wants to fuck you because you're ugly. All right, we already spoke about this. We had a previous caller. There's the beautiful people, there's the ugly people, and there's the sexy people. You're like the fucking mud people. What the dude? So like, I don't know what to do for you. You're not gonna be as sexy. Sorry, Green Man. You expected high hopes with this guy. This guy's a total loser, and that's not much I can say.
What do you do with the sweat? That's his question.
What do you do with the sweat?
Do you stop?
That's why you're the host.
Yes. Do you stop?
Bring it right around.
Do you get a towel?
No.
If he gets really sweaty, what should he do? That's his question.
What the bitch? Obviously, the bitch don't want to touch him. She's wearing a shirt. What the fuck, dude? It's like she doesn't want to touch you, so don't fuck her. Don't sweat. Do yourself a favor. Just put on a fucking porn movie, jerk off, and that's it. Holy crap, guys! I don't know, but way on this, Green Man.
Well, if you get sweaty when you're jerking off to the porn, give us a call back. Maybe we'll have better advice for you then.
Wipe it off in your shirt.
Oh my God, dude! Do me a favor. If you do fucking have sex with a chick, do not wear an Eric Jayden shirt. Thank you.
Hi, this message is for Eric. I wanted to know why my pussy kind of smells like a garbage can sometimes. Like, sometimes it smells kind of good, but then sometimes it smells like a garbage can. Can you let me know? Thanks.
All right, here we go.
Wow.
Good luck to you.
EJ, that's why you're the expert, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my God! So, guys, I have to say one thing, dude. Minus the stinking garbage can, pussy. She's not sexy, right?
Yes. If there was a sexy garbage can that I ever wanted to stick my ding dong in, it might be hers.
Well, I think for the first time ever, I'm actually stumped on a fucking question. Holy shit.
She said sometimes it smells good. Sometimes it smells like a garbage can.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, this one, I guess, Michael J. Putty, I won't invite you to stick your dick in that. Because I really feel fucking bad about that. Listen, sweetheart, I don't know what to tell you, man. If you go down to your local drugstore, Rite Aid, CVS, Duane Reade, and purchase some like yeast infection or something.
Maybe you could.
Yeah,
maybe
have
an actual problem. Yeah.
Yeah, you might have an actual problem with that. Unless that you're really getting some raunchy dick, and so I really I would say up your game a little bit, hun. Maybe get a little more, get a little more dick from like guys like Michael J. Putty and the Green Man and Eric Jayden. That's classy. That's classy, sexy dick. Like that. That's maybe what you need because it looks like you're getting some real raunchy ghetto dick. And you need to move away from that. That's all I can say. You
know what? It is not her fault. This is why you're the expert. You channel everything. You think about not the actual problem, but the solution. And the solution is stop going for ghetto dick and go for classy dick. I love it. This is why you have your own hotline.
And don't call our hotline. Call 1-800-SD-HELP.
Hi, this is Brittany. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I had a question. So I'm like a real freak in the bedroom, but I don't know how to let guys know that without seeming like a slut. Like I'm talking really freaky. So what's your advice for me? Like, how do I let the guys know that I want them to pull my hair and choke me, but I don't want them to think I'm a whore? All right. I can't wait to hear what you have for me. Bye. Mwah.
All right, actually, I have a question, too, for you, Eric. Let me follow up on this one, because my coworker is in the same boat here. Why do guys need to be told this? Like, her husband doesn't do this stuff. And I'm like, didn't know us guys had to be told to do this. Please, Eric, enlighten this woman.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Michael J. Putty. We shouldn't be told it. This is something that should happen automatically.
Instinctually.
Yeah, I mean, we're men. There's a sexual instinct that we have. It comes out of us. We want to fuck raunchy. We want to fuck hard. We want to get down and dirty. And this chick from Brooklyn, let me tell you something. She got me turned on. My dick is so hard right now.
Love Britney.
I need to know who she is. Green Man, weigh on this.
I mean, Britney, wow. I had to undo my pants right now. Sorry.
Oh, that's what you fucking doing under
yeah.
there?
And
Listen.
Give Michael J. Putty a call.
I don't know, man. This got me excited, guys. So, guys, here's a perfect example. Living perfect example out there that women wanted, and they want it bad, and they want it raunchy, and they want it sleazy, and they're freaks. Pull their hair, guys. Slap that ass while you're doing doggy style. Don't hold back. Grab your titties. Pull them hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Fluctuate. Go from missionary style to the side to doggy style. Just switch it up, guys. They want this. This is what makes women crazy. If you're one of these guys that just lays back, oh, baby, give me a blowjob, then turn over, fuck, come, and go to bed, that's why you get played, you sucker. You want to keep a woman like that? You treat them freaky. Pull the hair. Slap them in the face. Call them a bitch, cow, slut, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Call them anything. But just make sure you always keep the sex dirty. That's my advice. It's always been my advice. Green Man, weigh this on it. Tell me, Green Man, I know you like dirty sex.
I mean, you have to put work in it. It can't just be easy. You know, you gotta be sweaty. You gotta be hard. You gotta keep it hard. And the reason that this love hotline exists is because there's a correlation between wrestling and sexy, hot love. You know, because just like how much you gotta put your action in the ring, you gotta put it in the bedroom too. You know, you gotta work at it. You gotta perfect it. And Britney, it's okay. Maybe you should pull his hair. Choke him out. See if he likes it. And if he likes it, he'll give it back to you. If he doesn't like it, then give your man Michael J. Putty a call.
Yes,
okay?
please.
I'm going to videotape it.
No, Michael J. Putty. No, Michael J. Putty. Green Man, I am in awe with you right now. I am in awe. I'm fucking loving you right now, bro. I've never seen you like this.
I'm excited. Brittany got me excited. I'm telling you, my pants are off. I'm ready.
Brittany, man. Brittany, we need more women like you. Thank you for calling. Amen. I'm sorry that your man does not take care of you, but you know what? We got people that will definitely do it. Give us a call, baby. We'll take care of you.
Thanks, Jayden. Dial it up for love. That was just a taste. Go back and listen to the first 4 episodes of Dial It Up for Love. Green Man, remember episode 5 is coming soon. So there's still time to get your questions in. Once again, for those of you who have your questions in, much love, thank you, and thank you for being patient. Those questions are going to be answered very soon, so stick with us at Shot Wrestling on Instagram and Facebook, Shot Wrestling No A on Twitter. We'll let you know. Green Man, anything else?
Just love fucking wrestling, man. If you love fucking wrestling, you've been listening to this show, continue to love fucking wrestling. Like Michael J. Putty said, follow us on all social media. And do one more thing, which is, it may sound like small, it may not sound like significant, but it makes a big difference. If you're listening on whatever platform you listen to your podcast, make sure you subscribe to A Shot of Wrestling. Make sure you're getting all your updated versions of all the episodes that are coming through on B Plus Player Radio. Subscribe to them. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave us a positive comment and review. Those reviews go a long way. So far, we've had a lot of great positive ones, 5-star ones. People loving the show, so that's great. Keep posting that. If you're on Podbean, subscribe. We've never put so much attention on Podbean as we are going to be doing in the upcoming episodes because it's really important. We want to grow the listenership. We want to know that you guys are out there loving it. We're getting the great responses on all of our social medias. But just subscribe to the shows. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, inbox at ashotofwrestling.com.
Podbean is our host. So wherever you listen to us, it comes from Podbean. So if you just want to bypass all that other stuff, just download the Podbean app. Listen to us straight from there. So, and like us, follow us and comments on Podbean because Podbean actually monitors that stuff. So help us out and leave us comments and likes on Podbean itself. That's all I got.
Michael J. Putty. Like I said, October is going to be building out in the next couple of weeks. I'll be sitting down with a lot of, I could say probably the biggest stacked shows are coming for A Shot of Wrestling. We didn't get too much time to talk about it earlier, so I'll tell you right now, I am in talks with Bull James. I am in talks with Marty the Moth. I am in talks with Jack Swagger. I am in talks with the BCW champion Azrael, just to name a few of people who may be joining us this upcoming month.
Like you say all the time, the show is from the fans, for the fans. So get involved in the conversation. Inbox at shotwrestling.com. Shot of Wrestling, no A on Twitter. A Shot of Wrestling on Instagram and Facebook. That's all I got this week. Green Man, anything else you want to add before we end the show?
I love you, bro.
I love you too. Let's go downstairs and sing our Linkin Park in the end. Bring down the fucking show. So far, Green Man, I've been your host at Michael J. Putty. Until next week. Putty out. Hey baby, I hear the bell ringing, hip tosses and body slams. Oh my. And maybe you seem a bit confused, yeah baby, but I got you pinned. Ha 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 ha. But I don't know what to do when I see them with that golden case. They're cashing it in. Authority all in my face. What is a man to do? Good night, everybody.